I hope your head feels okay, in all honesty. Because migraines are literally the devil's work. I had a headache. I got a headache on Saturday, and it didn't go away until yesterday. Until today. Because even yesterday when I went to sleep, I was like, fuck, I'm going to have a headache tomorrow morning.
That was a migraine?
It wasn't I had the migraine on Saturday, so I fell asleep I fell asleep really late on Saturday. I think that's why it happened. I fell asleep like at midnight, like the lights were still on and I still like wasn't ready to go to sleep. And then I woke up like at 4 a.m. and with like one of the worst migraines that I've had recently. Not ever, but recently. And I like got up, turned the lights off, like brushed my teeth, like got ready for bed. And I was like tossing and turning, like I didn't know what to do. I had taken my medicine already, like I was good to go, but oh god, like that specific pain, because I count that as one headache because it just like didn't really stop until today, really, or somewhere in the middle of the night last night. But yeah, I've just been like that. I've been going to work. I've been like at home trying to like survive in this heat with a fucking headache.
That sounds miserable. No,
It was disgusting.
No, I'd rather be dead than have a migraine.
You know what? There's been times where I've had migraines and I literally, like, I think the first bad migraine that I had, like, I told my mom, I'm like, just, like, cut my head off. Like, just do it.
I'm ready.
Just do it. And then my mom, she's so sweet. She was just, like, in pain of me being in pain. She was like, oh, don't say that. Like,
She thought you were actually just gonna cut off your head.
I was just, like, being suicidal. I'm like, no, it just hurts so much.
Oh my gosh. Well, I really hope that's not what's happening to me. I've been afraid ever since because it was terrible. So I really hope that that's not what's coming to me right now.
Everyone, welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Lixia and Alan show.
I'm Lixia.
I'm Alan.
Okay.
And that's who we are.
That is who we are.
I did make a list of things to talk about today.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will admit that the only thing on my list was the Loteria. I was so... Yeah. Remember the Loteria?
Yeah, explain it, please.
Okay, so I went to Northgate because Northgate is amazing, right?
Northgate is life.
Yeah, Northgate is great. And I right by not by the vegetable section, a couple sections like before that. Anyways, irrelevant.
It's not though. I think like as soon as you walk into a Mexican store,
you have to picture it like this. No, imagine the smells of the panaderia, just like all that like pan dulce just wafted on it.
No, but Northgate also has like a good, like a real food section, like cooked and prepared food.
Yes.
So,
just so you know, this isn't being sponsored by Northgate. We just really love it.
We would love to be sponsored by Northgate. If you're listening, Northgate gods, Northgate panaderos. But, yeah, Northgate is, if you don't know it, it's a magical place. It is literally where dreams are born.
Yes. Honestly, it smells... Yeah, it's like I'm smelling it right now. Just thinking of it.
I can imagine the fondness.
Yeah. Well, it's a great place. Unfortunately, I was destroyed by what I saw. It's a super Mexican place, and I walked in, and I was going through some of the aisles. My mom was on the phone, like, arguing with somebody. And As moms do. And I ran into... Well, first of all, it was the biggest Loteria cards I've ever seen. Like, it could have been like a placemat.
That did not come across in your picture.
No, the scale did not really show. But,
well, that's good to know.
It was huge. It was huge. Yeah, and the first thing I see on one of the cards of the Loteria is the picture, as you all know, the La Bota. It said El Bota, and I was like, ¿Qué? pedo.
That's
El bota. That's like when they say.
that's Spanish 1.
Oh my god, that's like when they say. But like they say, have a tamale. I'm like, no, it is not tamale.
I'm going to La Tienda to comprar el bota. En este fin de semana yo went to la playa. It's I would say it's understandable because it's in the U.S., but no, it's Northgate.
It's
They should know
Northgate.
better.
I would have understood it if it was like somewhere else, you know?
Like Walmart.
Like Walmart. Speaking of, we actually bought like a Loteria from Northgate again. Previously, like a year ago maybe, and while we were playing it, I realized that they completely changed those very iconic Loteria pictures.
Wait, which ones?
The Loteria images. You
like
know?
all of them?
Well, not all of them, but some of them. They had like huge upgrades, and I saw the El Sol. El Sol. It had a freaking happy face. It had the happy face that looked like the Walmart logo. You know the stickers they stick about? Yeah.
Like the Joe Boxer happy face.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
So this is technically the second time I am let down by Loteria. Not even that, but the colors were terrible. I think they were trying to go for like inclusive because they made El Soldado and all of these things. They actually made them like darker colors, you know?
Okay.
I was like, okay, but then like all the other like things were like the same color as that, you know, like they were all like brown. It was like a super dark brown, you know, like you know how colorful loterias are.
Maybe they weren't trying to be so inclusive as like they had a printing press issue.
I think that's exactly what they had because everything it just looked like shit, like shit.
That sucks.
I was hurt. I was hurt, and I was very let down by Northgate.
I'm very sorry.
Do better, please.
I think with those things, it's like I don't think they're ever going to be the same way that we remember them. I also think that we may not be remembering everything 100% correct.
Well, I know that El Sol did not have a freaking happy face.
True. It did not. It was it just the sun?
What do you mean?
Like, did it never have a face?
It never had a face. The Luna did.
Luna had a face,
Luna
but not
had
El
a
Sol.
face, not the sun.
Okay.
Not El Sol. I know it certainly wasn't El Bota. Like,
and that's what I'm saying, though. Like, at least for me, I haven't played Loteria in a while. So I'm obviously speaking for myself. I don't remember, like, half of the imagery on there. But I do remember that the last time that I played, I was like, oh, this all looks very different. Yeah. So I don't know if that was just me, like, like not just seeing it as a nostalgia item and seeing it in real life that time, or it, like, actually being different.
Yeah.
But also, it's just, like, it's never going to be the same one that you get in Mexico. It's never going to be the same one that you had as a child. Because even then, is that one, like, the quote-unquote original one? Like,
oh, I don't know how much they've changed it in Mexico, but
I think that's interesting.
Maybe.
That would be interesting
to
find
know.
out.
All I know is that I want a Loteria from Mexico now, because it's clear that I'm just not going to get the real deal here.
I think we should do that. We should get a Loteria from Mexico.
I think we should. Remember that one time that I told you how, that I've noticed how, like, Loteria is, like, such a big thing in, like, Mexican culture. Like, everybody of every age loves Loteria. But here, like, the equivalent of Loteria is bingo, right? Bingo.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how, like, people treat it like, oh, it's an old people's game. And, like, bingo's so boring. And that kind of stuff, you know? And then we got into that whole topic of, like, like, what's the term? Is it ageism?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think with bingo, it is seen more of an old people game. I don't think Loteria is seen as an old people game.
It's not. It's not. Everybody, like, loves Loteria. Yeah. It's like a great game night thing, like.
It's.
Do you think that stems back to, like, I don't know, would you say, obviously I don't want to say, like, American culture doesn't, like.
Appreciate the togetherness of family.
Yeah, or maybe, like, it's, like, old people as much as,
Possibly. I mean, what I will say for myself and my family is that when my family was younger, So when I was a kid, I think it was like fun to play all these games, and we had a lot of fun, and everything was great. But now that my family's older, it's like, it's everyone's just kind of like, oh, I'm so tired, like, oh, I'm so this, oh, I'm so blah, and it's not so. At least in my family, it's not that common.
You know what? It actually wasn't that common in my family either. Like, we would play, like, every so often. But ever since my sister got married, her husband, my brother-in-law, his family is, like, apparently, like, really into, you know, game night and, like, board games and all of that. So he's kind of, like, encouraging us to, like, play more games. And we've, like, been having so much fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah. There's that one game that we play, you know, like, in teams where, like, we draw on, like, a board or something.
Oh, like Pictionary?
Pictionary, that's the one. That's what it's called. Oh, my God. We laugh so much, not necessarily because our drawings are great, but, you know. Except here, Da Vinci over here. Oh, you're looking at her.
Leonardo reincarnate.
Yes, Leonardo.
Yes, Leonardo.
Yeah. Anyways, I suck at drawing. I tried to like do like a sponge, and I ended up drawing SpongeBob, and she still didn't get it. My mom. But we're a great team, okay? My mom doesn't
Not
even...
a great example.
Okay, no, yeah, I know. My mom doesn't even start drawing, and I already know what she's trying to, like, draw. And it always starts as, like, an animal with, like, 4 legs. It looks like it could be an animal, but I'm on fire.
You're on it, of course.
Yes, yeah, we're very,
The closest... I think I am very much a millennial that loves technology, so the closest that I've come to playing Pictionary is, remember that game that you played, that you connected on Facebook, and then you found all your friends, and then all you played, you draw pictures and you had to guess the other person's picture?
Yes.
Like draw it or something like that?
You know what? I know what you're talking about, but I never actually played it because, you know, I was like that. Those outcast kids that were just too cool to hang out with, like the actually cool gang.
We were the kids that were goofing off in class. So we were the kids that had our iPod touches because that was the heyday of iPod touch in middle school, high school. And we would connect to the school's Wi-Fi before they caught on to us because the school Wi-Fi was just open. It was just open. Like anyone, you know, could get on it and do whatever. And we would either play Draw It, we would play Words with Friends, we would snap each other.
I remember I would actually like play Words with Friends every so often,
And then we would snap each other. And that was like when Snapchat just started.
Oh my god!
And everyone was just sending Snapchats to each other in like the middle of class.
Yeah.
It was the funnest times.
No, definitely. I think I missed out on a lot of like fun stuff like in high school because I was like, ugh, mainstream. I was just hanging out with the wrong crowd.
I think you never embraced your true millennialism.
I think so. I feel like I would have been like a completely different person if I just like hung out with like, I don't know, the people I was actually like, these people look fun, but then I was like, ugh, mainstream, because I wanted to be part of the other group. And then once I like walked away from the other group and I like joined you guys, I was like, this is what I'm about.
You're welcome,
I am about this.
Yeah, I had a great time in middle school and high school.
You know what? Really, you know when I felt a true sense of freedom? You want to know?
Tell me.
So, I was like with this group that was like into like heavy metal, whatever. And I convinced myself that I liked it, but I don't because I don't listen to it anymore. So that's a clear indication. But the first time I felt free, you remember that one time when you were trying to make a birthday video for one of our friends that you guys did the One Direction song? Well, I was fresh from my breakup with my group of like friends since like middle school.
Yeah.
And and I like helped you guys participate in that One Direction video. And I was like, if I'd been with that group, I wouldn't have been caught dead listening to One Direction. But I felt so liberated. I was like, I can listen to this One Direction song, which is actually kind of catchy, I guess, and not feel ashamed for it.
I was obsessed with One Direction when they first came out. At first, I also was like, oh my god, One Direction, like, this is so weird, blah blah blah. And then I was gay, and then I was like, oh.
And then I was gay.
Hello, like, hello, boys.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I was ever actually into One Direction, but I allowed myself to like listen to the song and be part of this.
Yeah.
When in other like instances, I was like, oh no, death metal, get away from me.
When I was a young boy.
Don't mess with MCR, okay?
No,
I'm still
listen.
very much
yeah,
alive.
me too. I still listen to that song every once in a while and I get all my feelings. Oh
but
my
God. yeah, that was truly a liberating experience for me. And I did have like this one.
One Direction freed you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I think that should be the title of your autobiography. How One Direction saved my life. In a very non-ironic way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that was like the climax of like my my development as a character.
Your real turning point.
Yes, yes. You know that meme where it says, you know what I call that? Growth. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah.
That was true growth.
Yeah.
That was a lot of personal growth. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, okay, we're already 17 minutes into this recording.
Oh my gosh.
I really want to talk about Beyonce.
Yes.
Because we mentioned it at the end of last video.
Okay.
Last recording. This is not a video anymore.
Yeah.
We mentioned it at the end of last recording and we didn't talk about it. We didn't get to talk about it. So we need to talk about Beyonce.
Oh
we need to talk about
Queen.
Everything is Love. We need to talk about how much love went into that album from both Beyonce and Jay-Z. Granted, I have seen the reviews, I have seen the comments, I have seen the thoughts, and how much everyone is saying that it's a flop because it wasn't number one in its opening week, and how this is Beyonce and Jay-Z just kind of like throwing the ball away or whatever the phrase is, and just not giving us their best. Listen, they're going currently on a international world tour, giving us everything. Like,
Yeah.
people are also hating because the tour is apparently like a Coachella part, not even part 2, just like they brought stuff over from what they did in Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how do you expect a woman who just had twins last year, who is literally has like records and record labels and their whole fucking life to do, how do you like expect her to want to give you something completely brand new and
Yes.
turn 180 like from April Coachella to May On the Run to, you know, like
Show some gratitude.
that doesn't make
Gratos.
sense. And I am always gonna stand for Beyonce. I love Beyonce to death. I do see her shortcomings, some of her shortcomings as an artist, as all art is. Art is, you know,
I
personal.
mean,
Art,
if you guys are waiting for like the perfect person, like sit down, kids. You're gonna you're gonna get
Exactly.
tired.
Exactly. And also, art is personal. Art is what your preference is, as I have
Yes.
learned in my art making. You know, like, not everyone's gonna love it, obviously. But that being said, getting all that shit out of the way, I have a deep appreciation for this album because of what it represents. I think coming from Lemonade, where Beyonce bared her soul and was talking about her husband cheating on her, her not feeling like a woman, or like a good woman, coming into contact with promoting her blackness in public. And this was like the real, we saw a little bit of that in Self-Titled, but this was like the real bringing that forward into light, and how all these things just came together to create like this really beautiful album and movie. The Lemonade movie was everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then jump forward to Jay-Z's 444, where he's bearing his soul as a black man. Like, that in itself is as a black artist, a black male artist, that is amazing that he was able to reach into that sensitivity and bring it out into the public. And now we have this coming to this like the climax of the whole, not maybe not the climax,
the
resolution.
culmination.
The
Yeah,
culmination, that's
yes.
the word. The culmination of this public narrative, because again, what happens in their private lives is, you know, their most deep private secrets is going to stay deep in private.
Yeah, and you know what? It's even like for these people that are so private about their lives, you know, when was the last time that Beyonce even gave an interview, you know?
Exactly.
They have given us like a wide, you know, like view into their
Yes.
lives and what they're like, you know?
Yes.
Like, so...
It may not be 100% what they went through, but like...
But still, you know, it's like
it.
deeply personal to like, you know, make an album about my husband cheating on me.
Exactly.
So, you know, like, yeah, it might not be like all the dirty details, but honestly, like, it's not even all right to know, you know?
Girl.
And she's being like, okay, I'm gonna let you know, but it's not your right to know.
Oh, I was listening to, what's the name? Who the fuck do you think I is? Don't Hurt Yourself.
Don't Hurt Yourself.
I swear, every time I listen to that song, I throw my man away. What man? I don't know. There's
but
no
if
man.
I had a man, I'd throw him
I would throw
away.
him right down the trash chute.
You are
man.
nothing.
So then that's why I'm so in love with this album. I've been listening to it nonstop since it came out. I've been having it literally on repeat while I'm driving, at work if I can, if I'm not too busy. At home, I'm just like have it on playing on my speaker just in the background, and I started really looking into the lyrics like last week, like maybe Thursday, Friday, over the weekend. 713. Have you heard it?
From the new album,
Yeah,
right?
from the new
Yes, I have. So I'm actually glad we didn't like actually talk about the album last week because I hadn't actually listened to the whole album, so I can really appreciate this talk all the more.
I get not 713, 713. I guess that's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
That, oh man, at first I was like, oh, this is a cool song, like dope beat, like whatever. And then I started looking into the lyrics. It's literally the story of how Jay-Z and Beyonce met.
Yes.
Jay-Z's like professing his love for her, like, and you know, just saying, oh, remember when we were on the plane and you had your man and you were taking it cool until and you didn't like call me until you were done with him. Yeah. And then I made the first mistake of like bringing my boy to the first date. Like when would your favorite like rapper ever?
Yes.
Know? I don't know anything about rap, so like forgive me. For
yeah,
all
the history. Yeah, we're not well versed.
But like come on, this is Jay-Z. Like,
right?
It's so beautiful. And then like, oh my God, Summer is one of my favorites.
Oh
Nice is one of my favorites. Just Beyonce rapping in Nice is one of my favorite things ever.
It's amazing. You know what my aunt said a while ago, because my mom and I, we love Beyonce, right? And my aunt, she likes Beyonce, but she's, you know, not crazy about it. And she's like, well,
She's not crazy in love with her?
She is not. She is not. She is more of a J-Lo kind of person.
All right.
Yeah. Variety. Yeah.
Choices.
But yeah, she's like, well, I really liked Beyonce before, but I feel like now she's like, her style is changing too much to like JC's kind of like style, you know? Like, and I'm like, it's moving like more, I think what she means is that it's moving more into like, what genre is it, like hip-hop?
Hip-hop, yeah.
Like into a more hip-hop kind of thing. And she's like, and it's just not my type of music. I was like, okay. And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I guess you could say that. But then, you know, like the topics, like Beyonce is not doing mainstream stuff anymore. You know, like she's like way past the mainstream stuff you like listen to on the radio.
Yeah.
She's like, she is like speaking out like politically about her life. She's like doing so much shit, and it makes sense that she would like channel that into a more hip-hop-ish type of like medium, given what I understand the history of hip-hop has been. Yeah. It makes sense, you know?
It's a stronger, it definitely seems like it's a stronger medium to push that message through. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love all of Beyonce's discography, but
yes,
it's like, you know, Crazy in Love, it like, it's fun. It's easy to get through. It's like you don't think about it. You're just like kind of going crazy on the dance floor.
Yes.
But this you kind of have to stop and listen, because if you don't stop and listen, like if you're listening to it for the purpose of like listening to like fun songs and like Beyonce Queen, like you're not gonna get many hits out of it. Much like you didn't get many hits out of Lemonade. Self-titled, you've got some hits, but even then, like what was played on the radio, Drunken Love, EXO, like
yeah, I think there's definitely like I think what she offers is like a place for to analyze.
Yeah.
Like I feel like definitely to get the most out of like what she's making now, it's like you really need to analyze and be like she's like on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just I'm so in love with it. I'm so in love with Beyonce. I can't wait for On the Run 2. I am so
You're
excited.
actually gonna
I'm
go,
going.
right?
I'm going in September. They're coming
Yes.
to September
Oh,
to
damn.
San Diego, and I am gonna be there with my mom, going crazy. I think last time I saw them, I saw On the Run, the first tour in Boston, and I think I liked a lot of Jay-Z songs. I appreciated him as a performer when I saw that concert.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Beyonce. I loved everything about her.
Naturally.
She like commands an entire stadium.
Yeah.
Like
she knows how to give a show. Like
you can
man.
be sitting. We didn't have the greatest seats. We were, I think, in like the second tier up. So like I think the stadium has like 3 tiers of seats.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we were in the second tier up, or the top of the first. But we were like the furthest away from her in terms of like length of the field.
Okay.
So we were pretty far away. She looked like maybe like the size of my fingernail, and like I bite my nail, so that's really small, you know. And so she was out there doing her thing. Like Jay-Z was out there doing her thing. Like, but I mean, with the cameras and like the large screens, like you can obviously still see them, but you can still like the whole energy of the concert was just so moving. I could not stop thinking about that concert. I still can't stop thinking about that concert. I saw when the HBO special came out for their Paris concert.
Mm-hmm.
I was going crazy. I've watched that a million times. I would watch a million more if HBO still had it. If any of y'all have a copy out there, like,
Send
hit
it
me
this
up.
way.
Please, I would love to watch that a million more times.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I think she's the best artist of our time right now.
She is definitely
and
one of the best
I love her.
performers.
Beyonce, I love you.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Yeah, I definitely...
I would die if Beyonce listened to our podcast. I would die.
But yeah, definitely Beyonce has definitely cemented her place in
Yeah. In history.
history. Like, yeah.
It's Beyonce, bitch.
It's fucking Beyonce. Wow.
I just really needed to get that off my chest. Thank you so much for...
I'm so glad we talked about it. Yeah.
I really needed that.
Yeah. And she's great. There's just so much to talk about, and I'm sure we could go on forever about her.
I could make a whole series on Beyonce. I could make movies. I could write novels. I could... You name it, I will make it.
Do your dissertation on Beyonce.
Yeah! Girl, I was close. I would... If there was a play about Beyonce that I could easily adapt, I would have done it so quick. My goal one day is to do a drag performance of like, a good selection of Beyonce's repertoire. Like a whole, like, hour lip sync. Like an hour choreographed lip sync.
Wow.
That is one of my...
Do it. I am totally gonna be, the mom from Mean Girls, like...
recording
yeah.
you, just, like, shaking
hell
your hips, like,
yes.
hell yeah. Girl, and so that is one of my life goals, aspirations. What is your aspiration in life? My aspiration in life is to dance like fucking Beyonce. And the other goal that I have in my life is that I want to do in drag as Selena Quintanilla, her last concert.
Oh my god.
Her entire last concert.
So this is new. I never knew you had such...
You never knew this?
Such goals, no.
I love drag. I love drag so much. I think it is a beautiful...
I shouldn't be surprised though. You do I don't know.
Yeah.
You have this very clear love for RuPaul,
I have a
which
love.
doesn't necessarily mean that you're.
I have a love for. My love for RuPaul right now is a little mixed because of last week's reunion episode. If any of y'all saw it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was just some drama between RuPaul and the Vixen, and like this whole the struggle that the Vixen has had on season 10 with racial tensions and all that. Anyway, that's.
Ooh, I think you did put something on Facebook, and I think I did read something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded terrible.
I feel bad for what the Vixen went through. I have been catching up on season 10, so I kind of get where Ru was coming from. I still think RuPaul is. I love him so much. I love her so much. I love both RuPaul man and RuPaul and woman.
Yeah,
so much.
I was gonna ask you, what is the correct?
Well, I think RuPaul boy and RuPaul girl.
Okay, so it's like
Because when RuPaul presents as like not in drag, that's a better way to put it. RuPaul not in drag. He says like I'm boy RuPaul.
Oh, okay.
And then RuPaul in drag is RuPaul, like the star.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
I'm not 100% exactly clear on how to put it, but anyway.
So just one question.
Yes.
Do people that do drag, they each have like their own preference of how they want to be addressed, or is it a collective thing, like call us all this way, or is it like their personal thing?
I don't know if I have enough knowledge to speak on it, and say a definite answer. From what I know, from watching RuPaul's Drag Race and my short experiences with drag queens, but that's the thing. My experiences with drag queens have been like, you are in drag, you are personifying a woman. But that's the thing about drag. Like, you're not becoming a woman necessarily. You're putting on drag to show the like to do like a gender fuck.
Okay.
Which is like you're trying to point out that gender is a construct.
Okay.
Because how can a man like, and I guess that's where the question really leads to, like, is a man who puts on a wig, makeup, fake boobs, looks like, is a man that looks like a woman or a man? And I think that's where you start questioning what the reality of gender is. Yeah. Because like really, like RuPaul says, as RuPaul is made famous, you're born naked and the rest is drag. Like, whatever you put on in the morning or whenever you wake up is who you present yourself as. Drag queens go out into clubs and present themselves as women. Okay. But may or may not be men. There are also drag kings, and there are, it's like... Okay. It's about the construct of gender. Yeah. But yeah, my qualms with RuPaul is that they're kind of like... my personal feeling, non-researched, a little, like, meh informed. I don't want to say well informed. I don't want to say, like, little informed. Yes. But, like, meh informed. Yeah. My meh informed opinion of RuPaul is that they're kind of losing touch with the things that we think about in our generation. I think that RuPaul has done a lot for the drag community, for the gay community, but I think RuPaul also needs to know when to keep their mouth shut. Okay. Sometimes. Yeah. Love. I think we all need to learn when it's the time to stay in our lane. Yeah. I think it's a good quality. Exactly, and pass it. Maybe not. Maybe keep their mouth shut was a little bit harsh, but like needs to know when to listen, even to the younger people. Yes. Or listen to other people in general, because not everyone wants what you want. Not everyone should want what you want. Exactly. There is no one way. Exactly. Yeah, no one right way. Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, before we completely got off topic, one of my goals, which was not really off topic, but anyway, one of my goals in my performance career is to do a whole drag performance of Selena's last
Oh
concert.
my gosh.
The one in the Houston Astrodome where she's wearing that purple
Oh,
jumpsuit
that is
with
a
the
beautiful
flared bottoms
jumpsuit.
and then
Yes.
the heels and the red lipstick and the long frizzy hair,
The frizzy hair. It's
the Latina planchado.
Yes. Oh my god.
That's the
I
best
love
way I
it.
can describe it.
Yeah, the Latina planchado.
The
Yes.
Latina planchado. Like, it's classic. It's a classic 90s. I would love to do that entire concert, like choreographed exactly as she was dancing on stage, you know, doing the same movements, the same everything. And it's recorded, so I can do it. Like,
you can.
all the movements are there, all the choreography is there.
Oh yeah, you can.
It would be a whole endeavor, but that's just one of the Beyonce and Selena are my two, like, I want to do drag
Yes.
personas.
Oh my gosh.
I think, and I wouldn't do it for money. I wouldn't do it for, it would just be like,
the fun of it, though.
exactly. And for myself, it's a gratuitous thing. It's a 100% gratuitous thing that I just want to do for myself.
Like, yes.
But that's just me.
Hey, no dream is too big. Do it.
Speaking of dreams that aren't too big, Mexico's going to round of 16.
Oh my gosh! I just want to say, we are
Thank
all
you, South Korea.
We are all South Korea. Okay? Thank you.
100%. I was at work. It was 7 in the morning.
Ugh.
The match started, and I had told my mom the other day. I was like, you know what? I feel it in my hearts of hearts that Mexico and Germany are going to advance. I just know it. And it started the game.
You were halfway right.
Huh?
You were
I was
halfway right.
I was
Yeah.
halfway right. I'm happy that Mexico went through. But I was watching the game. First half goes by, like, no goals on either side. I'm like, okay.
Was it only you watching the game?
No, my boss was watching it too.
Okay.
Me and my boss were watching the game. In half of one of our screens because we were like doing work at the same time, and like calls would be coming in, and actually I hadn't even gotten that many calls, if I had gotten any calls, until at whatever point it was in the second half, where Sweden was like really kicking ass.
Yeah.
And I got a call from a customer, and I was like answering like her,
Just
whatever.
screaming at her and writing her again.
Basically, no. And then they scored, and like I had like kept the game volume to like the very tiniest, littlest amount that I can like barely faintly hear, and I just hear in the background like a goal, and I turn to the screen and I see like the Sweden counter go up. I literally lost my
That
shit.
was
I imploded. And I couldn't do anything about it until I got off that phone call. And I was just helping her through the rest of her problem. And I'm like, please, hang up the phone. I need to scream. As soon as I hung up the phone, I took off my headset. And I just let out a like, "Rah!" And then my boss was like, yeah. Thank you for keeping it together. And I'm like, ah.
Oh my goodness.
And then the other one came. And at that point, I didn't even have my headset on anymore. I was like, I'm not going to put it on. Because, like, you know, I don't want to hear the rest of it. I don't want to hear what happens.
Well, you know what? It was a great game. But I feel at least one of those goals was, like, not supposed to happen. Okay?
Because
there was
all the goals,
there was one, like, que fue penal, which le dieron penal a Mexico. Well, no.
Penal fue contra Mexico.
Contra Mexico.
Penalty was against
Yes.
Mexico.
Yes, but it was, I don't know, the way I saw it, it was totally, like, it wasn't correct. Ahora sí, like, again, no fue penal.
No penal.
Yeah, when we saw the replay for it, no fue penal. And they were telling el árbitro, like, I don't know the terms in English. I'm sorry, my family is Mexican. We all talk in
Árbitro is
Spanish.
referee.
Referee, there we go. Yes. They were like, no, he like went out of his way to like watch the video, like for like some other cosa que pasó, like a replay, but he wouldn't actually do it for this one. And he just gave him a penal. So I'm like, at least one of those goals was not supposed to happen.
You know what though? I think that it was. I didn't see that exact moment, but then now that you describe it, I think that was the referee just kind of like walking back his first decision to review the video and not call the handball, because that first review, the first video review that happened in the first half, the ball hit,
I didn't watch I didn't watch at least the first 30 minutes. I overslept.
Well, the ball hit Chicharito in the chest and then bounced to his arm.
Oh.
And so that was a handball. And the referee went back to the video assist review. But he had already made the call that it wasn't a foul. Because I don't know if he didn't see it well or like whatever, you know. Yeah. But he went back to the video to review the footage. And he came back and he still kind of looked like he was like wishy-washy. In the end, he didn't give a penalty against Mexico. So game kept playing as is.
Okay, so but I don't think that it was for him to be like, you know, I think he should have gone the same way. It's not fair. like, if you didn't give a penalty before, then it's like, that's in the past, buddy, you know? Like, this is what happened here. And what happened was that no fue penal, you know? So, at least one of those goals was not supposed to happen. I mean, the other one fue autogol, so that one wasn't also supposed to happen. I felt so bad for him after the game was over. He was crying. I was just like, honey, you guys passed. You know, like, it happens.
Yeah. At that point, did they know? I don't think they knew that they passed, though.
I don't think they knew. Well, I don't know.
No, because they were still...
for a long... At least I saw the crowd that was, like, all on their phones, like, trying to figure out what was happening.
Well, because Germany and South Korea went +9 in the end.
Yeah.
They went +9, so, like, nobody knew what was happening.
Nobody knew. Yeah. But, towards the end... It was funny. Los comentaristas... English?
The... Commentaristas.
Commentators?
The commentators,
Commentators, okay. At some point, like, they stopped, like, I think only one was commentating on the Mexico game, and the other ones were commentating on the one from, like, Korea and, like, Germany. It was hilarious. They were like, Gol de Korea, and we were like, what's going on? We stopped, like, watching the game. Like, we were just listening to what they were saying about, like, Korea, and they were like, at one point they were like, Gol de Korea. We were like screaming, and they were like, no, they're reviewing it. It was not a goal, and we're like, oh my god! And you could see people in the crowd. They were like looking at their phones, like nobody. I feel like nobody was even watching the game at this point. It's like all of our hope rests on the other game. Like
on Korea.
Everybody's like on their phone, and like you can see like when people are mouthing, they're like, Gol de Korea. You can see it in their. Oh my god! It was.
I stopped paying attention after. Like Mexico's loss was for sure. After that third goal, I was like, all right,
yeah,
whatever happens. You know, like it's. I was praying for a South Korea win. And God bless the South Korean team. They came through with two.
Oh my gosh, they went down as fighters. Honestly.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a very exciting game. You know, like. Mexico played amazingly, okay?
Yes.
They didn't lose for lack of, you know, like, ganas. They
lost because the Swedish team was really tall. And they couldn't put a fucking ball in the goal.
Yes.
Like literally, it was really funny. Like, you see the Mexican team trying really hard, the offense, like, try to get in the goal zone.
My goodness.
And then they would kick it, and then, like, the Swedish people would, like a shoulder bump. Or, like, a little head bump. Like it was nothing. That's the downfall of the Mexican team, that they're so short.
Yeah, we Mexicans are short, I think. Yeah.
That's our downfall in the World Cup.
Maybe they should, like, practice in platform shoes.
I think they should allow the Mexican team to wear platform shoes.
Yeah, that was bad. But I will say, I don't know. I am no expert at soccer. I only watch mundiales.
We're not experts at soccer at all.
We are not.
Whatever we say is whatever.
Exactly, yeah. But I will say I would like to see a better defense for Mexico. I feel like their defense needed work. They've had good defense in the past two games, from what I've seen. But for this game, I feel like their defense was not the best.
I think they've had good luck with their defense in the past two games. I think Swedish offense was really good. They were getting the ball in the zone several times. But yeah, Mexico really needs to work on their defense. We're playing Brazil next.
It's official.
Yeah, because Brazil won their group.
Oh.
So we're playing Brazil, and then Sweden is playing Switzerland.
Okay.
Suiza. I always confuse this in Spanish.
We had a big debate until Google Translate put us in our place last weekend. Yeah. This was news to me. This was complete news to me that Switzerland and Sweden are basically the same name in Spanish, just for one letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just...
Suiza, Oh, 2 letters. I'm just being pedantic.
Yeah, but yeah, but
it's basically the same name.
yeah, yeah. This was news to me, and I was very confused. I was like, "Why are they calling it by different names?"
Like, wait.
Yeah.
But they're like both white and tall. Like, what do you mean?
Yes. But yeah, I can't wait. For Brazil, I think the way my dad explained it, I don't know if he's correct, but he says that Mexico, the farthest they've gone is to the 4th game.
I think that may be No, I think we've gotten to a semifinal before. Not in recent history.
I don't know, but it would be great. It would be great if Mexico had this one chance. Honestly, I feel like we're such, Mexicans are so, they love soccer. They're true fans, so it would be nice for them to have this. I don't know. I am like so conflicted about the fans. The fans.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, I'm a fan, but then I see other fans and I'm just like, oof, you guys are trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. The furthest they've gone is quarterfinal. Wait. Oh, I was like, why are like different countries showing up for the years? That's the host country.
Oh.
Yeah, the furthest they've gone is quarterfinal, and that happened.
Wasn't it last Mundial? No.
Last Mundial was round of 16.
Oh.
And we were in 10th. I don't know what that means. It says position 10th. I don't know if we were in 10th place in the Mundial. 10th place, like, out of all the teams.
Who knows? Yeah. Well, my uncle is kind of almost convinced that because in The Simpsons it said Mexico was going to win the Mundial, he's like, it's going to happen at some point.
Okay,
yeah.
No. But I'm thinking quarterfinal means 5 games. Means you win 4 and then you play the 5th and lose the 5th.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's the furthest they've gone, and that happened in... Last time it happened was 1986. Before that was 1970. Both times they were the host nation. And that's actually the only times that they've gone to the quarterfinals.
Wow.
So it would be amazing if they went to the quarterfinals this time, because this would be the first time they don't do it as a host nation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Wherever this ends up, I think Mexico has given us already so much. They definitely delivered from being in that very tricky group. Like, I remember the moment the schedule came out, we were like, they're dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Memo, you guys have
Memo es Dios. Memo
you guys have
eres
really
un Dios.
delivered, and I'd like to deliver your baby.
Facts.
Actually, no, I'd like for the doctor to deliver. I'm not making sense.
You're gonna deliver
anymore.
your own child?
I am,
Bold.
Hey, if it happened in that one Mel Gibson movie, it can happen. Have you ever seen that movie?
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
That one movie about like the indigenous. What the fuck is it called? What is it called?
Mel Gibson. Apocalypse Now? No. Apocalypse Now is Kubrick. But it has something to do with apocalypse.
Yeah, it's about like...
Apocalipto?
I think it might be Apocalipto.
The one about the Mayans?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot which grupo it was. I don't want to say anything wrong. But yeah. Didn't you see that part where the lady delivers her own baby? I can totally do it. I am in great condition.
I think you should do it. I think you should do it now. I think you should go get pregnant, and I think you should deliver your own baby. Just to say that you can.
I think
and
so.
that you did it.
It's on my checklist of stuff to do.
I delivered my own baby. What the fuck?
What have you done with your
have
life?
you done with your life?
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't like to think of Mel Gibson anymore.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. I don't think I've ever known what to think of Mel Gibson.
No, Mel Gibson is a racist
He's trash.
Wife abuser. Yeah. Trash.
Trash. I found better uses for my trash, actually. So, I don't know.
Yeah. This isn't even like recycle bin worthy. This is just trash.
Truly.
Yep.
And I think
we
are at
talked
50
a long
minutes.
time.
We've had a great conversation.
This has been a long one. Yeah. I'm very happy that we've continued this.
I am so happy to be talking to this invisible crowd for the second time, which might not be anybody, but
that's okay.
It might be somebody that has nothing to listen to on their way to work.
Okay.
I think we are a great conversation.
Well, this episode is going to be a long way to work. I hope you start listening when you make breakfast.
Yeah. Or on a road trip.
Or on a road trip.
On a road trip.
Here's what you need to do. You need to go on a road trip. You need to put on this podcast. You start it. As soon as you have to take a passenger with you because it's not fun doing a road trip by yourself.
It's not.
It could be fun.
Could be fun.
But it's funner with people.
Because I think at least you need to have a dog for a road trip.
Yes.
At the very least, you know? Yeah.
But, so you start the podcast, you have your navigator start it, you drive, and...
You should have said, picture it like this, you know? Like, so they can actually imagine.
Well,
I'm sorry, continue, I'm sorry.
Painting a narrative. And so... I've messed up this entire story. Let me start again. Picture it like this. You get in your car with your friend or your dog. If you're getting into your car with your dog, this might not work the same, but it could. It depends on how smart your dog is. You have your navigator start the podcast. You start driving. You drive as far as you can. And then once the podcast is ending, you have your navigator tell you when the podcast is ending so that you can look for the next exit safely. Don't just veer off the highway like an idiot.
Yes, please don't.
Safely make your next exit and then find what the funnest thing to do around there is.
Yes.
And then on your way back, listen to us again.
Please.
Because we're great.
Yes. Truly. Also buy cheap coffee. Cheap coffee makes road trips better. I have found, in my personal experience, I love cheap coffee and road trips, honestly.
I am a bougie Starbucks bitch.
Yes, you are.
And I need my Starbucks before the start of any road trip, whether it's 30 minutes or 300 minutes.
Although, and this is a shout out to Mr. Ramos, because I don't know if he actually listened to the last one, but it's a shout out either way. I will never forget that one time when he said Starbucks is basically trash. Because he's had better coffee.
Yeah, okay? So have I. But I get rewards if I go to Starbucks, okay? Nescafe doesn't give me rewards.
He is wagging his finger at you. Excuse him, Mr. Ramos. He doesn't know any better.
I love Starbucks. Don't attack me for that. No, Starbucks is corporate trash. But I still love them.
It is. My aunt sent us a video because she knows my mom loves Starbucks. I like Starbucks too. Who am I kidding?
Let's look at Starbucks after this.
Huh?
Let's look at Starbucks after this. You owe me a Starbucks.
I do owe you a Starbucks. I was hoping you wouldn't remember.
I would like an iced tea, please.
You're like, I'd like the most expensive drink on the menu.
Give me a quadruple super latte.
Yeah, my aunt sent us a video about like how like Starbucks exploits its like workers and all that, and I was just like, well, yes, I'm not excusing that by any means.
From working 1 week of Starbucks, like yes,
it's a fact. But then I'm like, but so does every other corporation.
Yeah, doesn't make it good, but like.
I am not in no way excusing it, you know. But
I'm just trying to get my road trip fix on, and Starbucks is the best. One of the big reasons that I really love Starbucks is because when I was in Europe and I was feeling like a stranger in random places, I knew I could always go to Starbucks and feel at home. Because
Starbucks is like the American embassy. When you're abroad.
I would go and get my passport stamped. No, that's the funny thing though. European Starbucks doesn't accept the rewards because it's in euros.
Oh.
I know, it was some fuck shit going on. But I still knew that I could walk into Starbucks, get myself a soy latte, back when I drank soy before I got kidney stones. That's a story for a whole nother podcast. But I could get a soy latte, I could get a sausage, egg, and cheddar breakfast sandwich, and I could feel like I was at home, and I could feel like I started my day right.
With a balanced American
With
meal.
a balanced American meal in the middle of wherever the fuck I was. I think the weirdest place that I got Starbucks was Budapest. Just because it's like, you don't associate East Europe with Starbucks, but like, hey.
It's there.
It's there.
That's hilarious. I guess. Yeah, you have emotional ties to Starbucks.
I 100%.
Yeah, you have set roots there.
Some might call it an addiction. I don't know. You know?
I can quit when I want. I am in control.
I am quitting right now, mostly because I can't afford it.
You just said I am in control. That's basically what I tell myself when I am.
When you wake up every day.
I am in control, and then provide, and then like move on to like taking no control of my life.
Yeah, I think I'm fine living my life just knowing that I can be in control, that I have the power to be in control.
But that today I choose not to be in control.
But 100% choosing completely to not be in control.
Yeah.
That is how I live my life best. Knowing that the choice is there, but not taking advantage of that choice. Because that is truly the American way.
I love how you say that is best, the way you prefer to live, but then it's only brought grief for me. So
I mean,
there are
girl,
two
me too,
there
but
are
like,
two kinds of people.
No, girl, me too. I prefer to live with grief that's comfortable. I know this grief. I went out to have coffee with this grief at Starbucks. We've had lattes. We've had best friends.
My grief
we've
and I.
We've had dinner dates. My grief and I know each other.
That is a great title for a play. My grief and I.
My grief and I.
Yes. Actually, do you know is it Star Kid Productions?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they have a close enough. I think they have a play called My Dick and I. Which I have not actually seen, but yeah, like literally, it's like a character and his dick.
That's funny.
It's great. It's great. It's I think
that.
the dick is played by one of my favorite actors from that production company called Joe Walker. I believe that's him.
That name sounds familiar.
Joe Walker.
Joe Walker. Joel?
No, E-L.
Joe-E.
J-O-E.
Joe, not Joel.
Joe. I believe it's Joe Walker.
Walker.
He's great.
Star Kid. Yeah, I don't know him.
But
I thought you said Joel Walker, which
no, Joe.
I think
I'm sure
also may
that
not
is.
know. So I don't know why I said that.
It just sounds like that name you kind of know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel Thomas Walker, Department of History, University of Washington.
That is 100% not him.
Shout out to Professor Walker
Yes.
of the University of Washington.
Shout out.
Also, Joel Walker, snooker player. What the fuck is snooker?
No.
His best ranking
What
finish
is a snooker?
is a
Does anybody
quarterfinal
know?
at the 2014 Welsh Open. So another quarterfinaler.
Okay.
Connections.
Sure.
You know.
Yes.
Anyway, enough of the Joel Walkers of our lives.
Yes. But yeah, I haven't seen that play, but yeah, watch it if you ever want to watch a play.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's for free.
If you ever need recommendations for plays, hit us up.
Yes.
DM us. Slide into those DMs. We've seen a lot of plays. We've seen a lot of movies, a lot of TV. You know, that's partially what my grief and I do in our downtime.
I would definitely say that that's what we do best. You know, like plays and movies and shows. I think that is our area of specialty.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think we're going on Friday to watch. Is it The Tempest?
We're going to see The Tempest.
Yes.
We're going to see Ellis Gray in the motherfucking flesh. I forget her actor's name. Oh, what is her name?
I forget, but I have been reading reviews, and people say it's amazing.
Ellis Gray.
Fun fact, I really don't know the story.
Kate Burton.
There you go. I don't know the story of The Tempest all that well.
Me either. Even though I studied theater.
I am studying English literature.
TBH though, side note, Shakespeare is complicated and long and isn't taught well.
I think so. I think, yeah.
That's my note on Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyways. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I think that the character that she's playing was originally like a male character. As I understand it, I think.
I'm sorry for drinking water.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We've been talking for a while. Yeah, so I think this is...
I'm sorry for burping.
So I think they've this is I don't know if it's the first time a woman does it, but I could be completely wrong. I could have just...
I know what you're talking about. I saw the headline. I think it said something about gender reversal.
Yes. So that will be interesting to watch. But then again, I don't know the story, so I don't know. Maybe that's something better left for people that...
I'm there for Ellis Gray and because we got cheap tickets.
Yeah. Plus, it's I think it's one of our best traditions, you and I, Alan, watching Shakespeare in the summer.
Yeah.
I think that has been one of our longest running traditions.
Has it?
Maybe not
How
the
long
longest
have we done
running. 2 years. We've been doing it for 2 years.
I think our longest running tradition is our friendship.
True.
Just want to throw that out there.
I mean, sometimes it feels more like a chore, but...
Well. So this is the last episode of the Lixia and Alan show.
You will never hear the two of us together again.
I think that's a good note to end it on.
I think, yeah, it's time to sign off because people will soon get tired of hearing us.
Oh, God, yeah. Having an unstructured podcast is both a blessing and a curse.
It is. How much good content will we cut? I don't know. Will we cut it all? Well, no,
I'm for not cutting any of this. I'm for just uploading straight away.
No editing, no nothing?
No,
Okay.
I
Good thing I didn't say anything embarrassing today, guys.
I like to live boldly.
Or did I? I might have said something embarrassing and not even noticed.
Out.
Sometimes I speak and don't notice what I'm saying.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but if you guys, lucky listener, or lucky for us, are
lucky
listening.
Listener.
Yes, you one lucky listener is listening to us. Please drop us a comment. Let us know what we're doing good, what we're doing bad.
Facts. What we can
give us some
on.
love.
Yeah.
We are eager to hear from you guys.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Let us know. Let us know that you're listening.
That there's somebody out there.
Let us know what your favorite color is. Let us know what your favorite temperature is. Because I
And
have
if
a
there's
favorite
something
temperature, and it's 70 degrees.
Below. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions about us, feel free to send us a message. We'll answer you if it's not too personal.
I might answer you if it's too personal. Who knows?
I don't know.
Follow us at our usernames, our social media handles, at Lixia and Alan. You can find us on Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. We haven't really done much tweeting, Instagram, or Facebook posting.
But we're barely starting. Our content is relatively new, so expect to hear more from us as we get more episodes.
And I also want to give a shout out to future Alan and Lixia, who are one day going to go back and listen to this episode and just say, wow, how much growth.
Yes. I really hope you're doing much better, Lixia. And that means they're really, really good because this Lixia has been having a great year, okay? So you better be doing an even better job of being Lixia.
I think we've been rocking 2018.
I think we have. All things considered, personally in our lives, I think we've been having a pretty stellar year.
Yeah.
So yeah, do better than me, future Lixia. Be better than me.
Happy New Year, 2018.
Happy New Year.
Even if you're just starting it now. It's okay.
It's never too late to start the year.
You still got 6 months to go, girl. Work.
Yes.
Fucking work.
You better work, bitch. As my best friend Brittany says it. Better work, bitch.
Alright, we love y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.